Hello, Kubrick Lover 1972, or Brian, as you also know me. So I haven't done this in a while, and I really haven't. I've been reading a book on Japan, and that's like a 600-page book, and I think I'm above the 200 page mark, but I don't know exactly where I am. I can't remember. I haven't read it for a few days. And there is a movie that I watched, but I've listened to the commentary and I've fell asleep a few times. I don't want to talk about that film until I've finished the commentary, so I'm not going to talk about it until maybe next week, next Saturday, or into, like if I record the video next Saturday and it's after midnight, technically it's Sunday, but you'll hear about it eventually. And I see some interesting television shows that are on Netflix. One of them, I don't know if it's a limited time show or not, and I'm wondering, well, maybe I'll watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it tonight. I'm pondering if I should, or maybe I'll put it on a back burner, maybe do it tomorrow, or maybe I'll wait until I finish the Japan book. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but it's called Maniac, and it looks very interesting. Um, and Aaron Pin, who's another YouTuber, he recommended a series on Shudder called, I think it's called Channel Zero. So I gotta see if I see probably gonna watch that too. I think I'll watch that one. Looks interesting. So I haven't really watched hardly any movies, so I'm only going to give you two. I was going to watch a third one tonight because it's only 80 minutes, but I think I'll wait till tomorrow to watch it. So the first movie, and I'm sort of I'm not really keeping track of the days and the date on which I watch a film. Um, but this one I watched this past week. It was by Ken Russell. Maybe it's one of his earlier films. I think it was early '60s. I forgot to write down I think it's '61. It's called French Dressing, and it's about this British seaside town that wants to boost up its tourist volume. So they decide to hold a film festival, and they get a woman from France to come over, a French woman, like a Bridget Bardot kind of woman, to like beef it up the appeal of the film festival. It's a comedy, and it's kind of funny, but it's tiresome. Would I say it's tiresome? I don't know. It's just that British comedy. I don't know. It just didn't that comedy at that time, the British comedy. Maybe I'd find another British comedy funny. I find like Monty Python really funny, like The Holy Grail. You know, but like this period of, however the humor is in this Ken Russell movie, I just didn't really cling to it. I do like Ken Russell's The Devils. I thought that was an excellent movie. And there's another movie he made called Lair of the White Worm. I'd like to see that. I haven't seen that here. I think I've heard that's good. And a friend of mine has a copy of, is it called Woman in Love? I think it's based off the D.H. Lawrence book. So I hear that's good. So French dressing, if I, out of 5 stars, I'd give it probably uh, hmm, maybe 3. It's good but not great, you know. And the second film I watched was a film from South Korea directed by Kim Ji-woon from 2008 called The Good, the Bad, the Weird, which is just um, like an amalgamation of spaghetti western and set in Manchuria, and involves like 3 characters, and it sort of mirrors The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Like how the characters behave, and like how they how they're portrayed. It's kind of similar, but yeah, you have the the Japanese army in Manchuria. You have these, maybe they're Mongols. You have these outlaws, and there's this treasure map that they're after, and that they're trying to find this treasure. And you see what the real treasure is at the end of the movie. It doesn't quite end the same way as The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I don't want to spoil it too much. It is entertaining. I would use the word slick to add to if I could use one word to describe the movie, it's slick. Because it's got good cinematography, good sound design, good music, um, kind of catchy dialogue, very good production design. Very good editing, very rapid editing. It's very good with action. But it just reminded me of movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark and things like that. I mean, it's a good, fun movie, but it's not like totally original in a way. I mean, but maybe it's a big success in South Korea. I don't know, but it was. If I'm going to give this, I'm going to give this a rating. Out of 5 stars, I'd give it probably 3. Yeah, so 3 meaning good. It's a good, fun movie. Maybe 3.5. Yeah, maybe 3.5. I give it 3.5. And the French dressing, I think I'd give it 3. Maybe French dressing. Would I give that 3.5 stars, or would I give it 3? No, 3. It's kind of boring in certain ways, So, but that doesn't close the book on Ken Russell's other movies. I have to judge each one individually. So there's film directors make some good films and they make some bad films. Sometimes even the really greatest directors make mediocre films sometimes. And French dressing is just it's kind of lame in my opinion. But yeah. So, anyways, that does it for this week. I know this is a pretty short video for usually these weekly films that I've watched, but I've had to watch some films for the film festival, so that's been taking up my time. Yeah, and yeah, so that and reading the book in Japan and just not feeling motivated, I guess, to watch any movies. But I had so many movies to watch, and as I showed you fairly recently, I showed you some pickups, that I got. But hopefully, I'll pick it up more. Maybe I'll watch this show tonight. What's it called? Maniac off of Netflix. There are other Netflix shows I'd like to watch. Just Channel Zero might be interesting. Off of Shudder. And I'm looking forward to towards the end of the year at Thanksgiving time in December for Thanksgiving time and Christmas time for Joe Bob Briggs specials. He did the last drive-in marathon that's on Shudder right now, and they got him to come back for Thanksgiving and Christmas to do specials, which will be streaming, but I hope also will be able to be scene afterwards, and then he's doing something next year. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll probably be watching those things. Anyways, that does it for this week, and hopefully I'll see you sooner, and maybe I can get back more on a regular schedule with this. But things come up, and sometimes you don't um, get on. Sometimes you get out of routine, and it's hard to get back in sometimes. But anyways, I'll try and be back next Saturday. In case anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.